ads last time. So we had completed almost all the ads except for the local store visits, which I am not registered as a physical location, so I cannot do that ad. So you can try that ad at your end. Hmm. And have you tried to do any of the ads?
I kept one ad ready.
Okay.
पर उसको ad ready है, खाली पैसा add करने का है. Let me see how it goes.
Okay, fine, that's fine. You can just try it out and we can see that.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, mm, okay, so now the next thing that we are going to start in this session would be a new module. Mm, okay, so what we will do is we will start with Google Analytics. Oh, just let me check. Yeah, Google search engine optimization, search. Okay, search console we have completed. Okay, so now Google Analytics is pending. So we will start with Google Analytics. Hmm. Second. Uh, okay. So for that we need to go to analytics.google.com. Okay. And over here we can see this is the dashboard of the account over here. So Google Analytics is basically we can track all the website traffic and everything of our website, and we can get a lots of reports in Google Analytics. So right now we have Google Analytics 3 as well as Google Analytics 4. So people are using Google Analytics 3 over here, but which is going to sunset in July 2023. So people have started to migrate to Google Analytics 4. So we are going to see the latest one because doing the older version is not going to help, because after July 2023 that will be shut down. So everybody has started to migrate to the new one. So we'll be also going to the new one now. Say whenever we log in for the first time, at that time it will ask you to add your website. So first time we will have to add our website into Google Analytics. Like in Google Search Console, we had added our website so that we could find all the issues of the website. Same way, to get the traffic analysis of our website, we have to add our website. So now in this, when we log in, we have to go to admin, and over here it will ask us to create an account. So in case if we are doing it for the first time, it will initially ask you to create an account. So account is basically like I am using my website, so if I have 5-6 websites, then I can create account for myself. And for agencies, they can create multiple accounts for different clients. So right now we are using our own website, so I can just click on create account, and I can provide the name of the account, and over here I can add all the details. So let us add one account. So I'll just add mm, okay, we'll add one account. I'll add so this is just to distinguish from multiple accounts. So I'll use this account over here, and then over here if I want to select all these, I can select. However, that is optional. After that, I can click on next, and then I can add the property name. So that is the website. So if I have multiple websites and I want to track everything, then I can add over here I can just select the name, so maybe I'll add all my websites are already added over here, so I will add one of my clients website, so maybe
You can add
I'll
one.
sorry.
You can add my website.
Sir, I cannot add your website into my website because in my account, because if I add that, then you will not be able to add it. So that is the problem.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, my client's website, I myself am handling, so I can add it, and I can remove it. So I can just write the name, property name, Basumali, and then I can provide the reporting time zone. So reporting time zone is India, and currency we can use again Indian rupees. And then over here I have the option to show advanced option. So in case we want to create the older version property also, then I can use this option, create universal analytic property, so that I can create on. But it says that on July 1st 2023 it is going to stop collecting data from the website, so then it would be too late. So we are not going to use Google Analytics 3 property, so I'll not use this. We'll create the latest one only. So then we go to next, and then over here if I want, I can just select the industry, but however these all things are optional. So my if I want, I can just select, or else I can just leave it because it's optional. So jobs and education and this all things, I'll keep it as it is, and then I'll say create. So then I need to accept the terms and conditions for the country in which we are residing. So I select India, I accept, and then I go at the bottom, and then I click on I accept. So it is done. And now my property is say my account is created over here, and now I need to choose a platform that I want to add. So I want to track the data from the website, so I can track data from the website, mobile app, and iOS app. So these three options are available. So I can just go to web over here, and then I can add the website URL. So I'll add okay, and then I can provide the name of the stream. So I can put a generic name like this is a website, so this is website, and then enhance measurement. So enhance measurement is something wherein we can track certain items from the website, so certain events from the website. So here we can track page views, so how many people are viewing the pages. Say if people are scrolling the website, so like if I go to a website and then I scroll to half of the page, or 75% of the page, or 100% of the page, I will get to know that if people are scrolling the pages or not, which pages are being scrolled the most, that I can track. Then I can track outbound links. Outbound links is the links which we are giving to some other websites. In SEO we had added internal links and external links, outbound links to the website. So it will go to some Wikipedia page or some my Facebook account or somewhere like that. So any link which is not belonging to our website, so I can even track that also. And plus there are few other things also, like I can track the site search. So if I have a site search, then I can track that also. Say like people are searching with whatever keywords, that all things I will get to know over here with the help of site search. And then video engagement. If my website is having a video, then if I want to get to know that people are playing that video, then how many people are playing that video, that also I can track over here. Then if I want to know the file downloads, if I'm providing some files to download, say like in my website, if I'm providing a syllabus for a course which people can download, then I want to know that how many people have downloaded, then that also I can track over here. And then form interaction, so that is how many people have filled up and submitted the forms, so that all things I can use. Now from these, if there is anything which I do not want to track, then I can click on this over here and I can enable or disable. Page views is by default, we cannot disable that because that is the basics functionality of analytics, wherein it will track the page views of the people coming onto our website. But maybe people might not be interested to track the scrolling of the pages, so you want, you can disable it, you want, you can keep it. So like this, enable and disable, you can do it. And then over here in site search, we have some advanced settings. So I mean, there could be various parameters that we need to track. So I mean, in my website, let us see what is the parameter of search. So if I go to my website and go to blog, because search is there in the blog. Okay, so now it's opening the blog, and over here I'm searching for some, say, Instagram, and then I click on search. Okay, okay. So over here the search parameter is s is equal to, and then that is the search term s. So this is what I need to add. So over here s is already added, so s is already there. So maybe different websites use different parameters. So somewhere it might be query is equal to, or over here we can see s is equal to, somewhere it might be keyword is equal to. So like that, whatever is the parameter of our website, we use this. If we are using WordPress, then by default it will be s, so that is already added. And in each of this you can add 10 parameters, and if you want to add more, then there are 10 additional parameters, queries you can add over here. So that is okay. So by default everything is added, not a problem. Then form interactions, video engagement, that all things we can use. File downloads we can track. So like this we can track a lot of things. And then I will select create stream. So now my stream for website will be created. So now we can see over here the stream is created. So this is the measurement ID. So this measurement ID is something that is required by us. So one second, I'll just copy that stream over here. I'll copy it and paste it into a notepad, because this is something that we will be requiring. So I pasted this. Okay, so this I need to add it to my website, so that the connection for my website will be done. Now again over here there are this enhancement, also all these things are there. Then if I want to modify some events, then I can modify the event, but right now we haven't created any events, so I cannot modify anything. Measurement protocol, this is advanced for the development people, development team, who can do the APIs and all those things. Programming, for them it is useful, not for us. And then over here we have configure tag settings. So this is the place where we can integrate our website, this tags into our website. So this is what we have over here. This is the tag, and over here this is the destination, that is the website. So after that we have some settings which is related to automatic event detection. So if any events are occurring on the website, that can be tracked. So again, it is the same, all events which we are seeing over here. So right now these are the default events which it will be tracking. Now say this is the latest one. Now since you do not know that how old analytics used to function, if I had multiple domains, I had to create multiple websites. I needed to create multiple assets online. But in the new Google Analytics 4, I can add multiple domains. So I can click on the domain, and if I have multiple websites, then I can just add a condition over here. I can add multiple domains. Like I can add so contains, and then I will add a domain. So like in case I can use say like www dot website1.com, and then maybe if I have another website, then maybe I can use website 2, like that. Over here I can use it. So if I have multiple websites, then I can add all of them over here, and I can track the details of the website. But right now we are adding only one website, so this is not being used. So we'll discard the changes, and then include user provided data from your website. So this is again important, wherein say whatever details a user is providing, we will track that details also. So include user provided data, so that is kept on, and automatically detect user provided data, so that we don't need to say do anything related to it. So and if you want to exclude anything, then you can exclude, but we are not excluding anything. We are tracking everything whatever a person is adding. So that is including user provided data. So after that, this is done. And now what we need to do is, first of all, we can add install this code, which this tracking ID which we have got, we can install it manually. Or else if we are using, see, sitekit plugin is there, so we have a plugin in our website. We can install a plugin in our website if we are using WordPress. So we can install this plugin, and it can be done automatically. This is another plugin for website WordPress we can use. So like this, for different content management systems, we can use it automatically. So with the help of plugins we can do that. So right now we are using WordPress and I can use sitekit plugin. So this again is from Google. So I can just copy this tag which is we have already done, and then I need to go to my website and set up the Google tag, and I need to add that plugin. So this is from Google. So we will go to the website, and we will do that process. So /wp admin. So now we are making connection between Google Analytics and to the website. So right now I'll do one thing. I'll log into the client's website. I'm not sure if he has changed the password or kept the same. Okay. 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 And now I can log in. Let's see. Okay, so we are logged into the dashboard of the website, and now I need to go to the plugin section. So I will go to plugins over here, appearance plugins, and I will select add new. and here I can search for site kit by Google. So first one is site kit by Google. Yes, I can install this. Okay, it's taking some time. Okay, it is installed. Now we'll activate. Okay, so now it is installed. Now over here we can see the site kit is coming up. I can go to the site kit dashboard, and here I need to connect Google Analytics. So connect Google Analytics as a part of your setup. So I'll select this connect, and then okay, so it is still checking the eligibility compatibility. Okay, so yes, sign in with Google. So I'll select this, sign in with Google. So I need to select the same account over here with which I have created Google Analytics over here. So I'll choose this account, and select continue, and you are already verified. Next, turn on the metrics on your dashboard. Okay, allow. Okay, so this is already added to Search Console. Next, set up Google Analytics. Next, okay, so now we are back to dashboard, and now it is connecting the service. Okay, so now over here we can see our account over here, and this particular thing. So just let us verify it is the same thing. So yes, GTQL92L1C1, yes, it's the same one. So now I don't need to put manually, so it is there. So now I can just say configure analytics. So additional permissions required, proceed. So again select the account, and follow the on-screen processes. So say again select continue, and now it will connect. Okay, so it says congrats on completing the setup for analytics. So now it will start to display all the analytics of the website in this dashboard itself. So from here also we can get to see the traffic and content, the speed, monetization, and all these things over here. It will get all the information. But now since this website we have just added, it might take some time to gather the data. It will not initially immediately show the data. So I mean we can we need to wait for 24 to 48 hours before they will collect all the information and show it to you over here. So for that reason what we will do is we will go and see all the information about the another website which we can see over here. So I go to Google Analytics, and now our website is successfully connected. We have created an account over here, we have configured the website over here, and we have connected our analytics account to the client's website, and it is gathering data. So now it's listening to the data. So now analytics, I can change the account over here. I'll go over here and then I'll go to merchandise store over here, and then we will go to the home, from where we can get all the information, all the data from this website. So now the first report over here, we have certain reports over here, and say on the home, first we'll see the home. So home will provide the bird's eye view of what's happening on the website, and then we can see everything. So yes, so we can see over here users, 40,000 users, and new members, 35,000 members, conversions, 51,000 users have converted, average engagement time, so that is the time people are staying on the website, that is 1 minute and 43 seconds. And over here in last 32 minutes we can see 132 users were there online on the website, and from which country, that we can see over here, and how many users from which country, that all information we can see. So when we click on real time, we will get to see. So yes, we are going to see everything in the reports over here once we go and see the reports. So first we will see everything on the dashboard. So over here we can see recently viewed data stream. So we can see the data stream, so which we have already created the data stream. So over here we have added the website, so that will reflect like this. And if I want to see, so this is the website over here, so that is the stream ID over here, and the measurement ID which we had copied for the client's website. So that all things we can see over here. So that is the information in the home section on the dashboard. Alright, so we'll go back to home. Okay, so that is what we can see. And then this is the admin. Again, it will go take us to the admin panel over here, and this is explore. So that explore report we can see from here. So this is custom report that we can create according to our requirement. So that is explore. And this is path exploration, so that also is a type of report which we will see over here in exploration report. So what are the different types of reports that we are going to see over here. And then we have freeform. So in freeform we can create our own reports from scratch. So that is what reports we can create. And then over here we can see users by country. So if I want, I can say users by country, or else new users by country. So how many new users from each and every country that I want to see, or returning users, the people who have already come to our website and now coming it for the second time, so that we can see. Or else if I select users, then they are all users. And then I want to see by country ID, or I want to see by country, so that I can select. So here it is countries. So this is all the countries from where I can see how many users are coming from which countries, that I can see over here. And this is the percentage level out of the total users coming on the website. So total users we can see over here is 40,000 users, total users. So if I want, I can get to see custom users also suggested, like users, conversions, e-commerce. So this is something we can go deep into it later on. And if you want to see for last 7 days, last 28 days, last 90 days, or more present ranges, then you can select this over here. So maybe I think 30 days would be more than enough initially to see what is the traffic. So we can see 94,000 users in last 30 days over here. And this is the percentage level of that 90,000 users. So this is over here from this country over here. So like this we can see from how many users from different countries. And then over here this is the session by default session. This is like see in Google ads, we had seen different types of ads, and then we get to see how many people are coming directly without ads or searching from Google. So like say like over here I might have saved some URL, so I might go to one of the websites, say like this is YouTube video, so I click on this and directly this particular video will open. So that is called as directly. The people who remember the URL, they go. So that is what we can see over here. Directly 32,000 users came. Then organic search means the people who have searched from Google search, and they have come by clicking the link in Google, and then they have come. So like that 9,100 people have searched from Google, and then they have come over here. Then from emails, that is from email marketing, say 2,300 people have come. Display, so display is the display ad in Google ads that we have done. So that is the display ads. So from display ads 2000 people came. Then paid search, so that is the search ads that we did. So in search ads, paid search, say how many, 1500 people came from search ads. Then unassigned, so that is something which Google did not able to track, and maybe it is results from the previous sessions that is coming up, so that is unassigned. And then referrals, so referrals is the links put up on another website, and people have clicked on those links and come to this website, so that is referrals. 1000 over here we can see. This is for last 7 days. If we want to increase the duration, we can increase, so maybe 28 days we can see. Then this is the result of 28 days. So this is the traffic, how the traffic is reaching our website. What are the various default places from where the traffic is coming on our website. So these are the various places from where the traffic is coming onto our website. And then the traffic which is coming up on this website, which are the pages where traffic is landing on our page. So we can see over here page titles and screens. So we can see home page 29,000, shopping cart 18,000, pixel super fans 17,000. Then sale for a particular product, that is Google merchandise, so that is 6,500. Then over here some men's apparels over here, so that is 6,300. Then over here this is apparels again, Google merchandise store 4,400. So like this there are various categories. So this is men's, this is apparels category, and then this is new, so new products which are added, so that is coming up over here. We get to see all these things. So if I want to see the full report, then I can click on this view pages, so then I can see all the reports over here. Then the new users by first user default channel group. So the people who are coming on the website for the first time, so that is what we can see for last 7 days, or I want for last 28 days, so that is what we can see over here. So directly how many people are coming, so that is 38,474 people came directly who knew the website. Then over here we can see 22,260 people came by searching from Google. Then paid search, over here we can see that is from the search ads 4,900 users, display ads 3,700 users, referrals from other websites 1,200, cross network, so maybe that is from other websites people are coming. So cross network exactly is not mentioned what exactly from which websites it is coming, but it can be from another network or another devices from where the users are coming, that is cross network. And then from email over here we can see from email 1300 users came in, so that is what we can see over here. And then of course over here we can see the activity graph of the people that we can see of duration for 30 days, how people have come over here over a period of time that we can see. So this is the date, so January, this is December 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. So that is what we can see over here. So this is what we can see. So this is the spike in 1 day active users. Then this is on an average in 7 days. So if we talk about average 7 days how many people are coming, or average say this is for 30 days, so on an average 30 days how many people are coming, that is 94,000 users, 7 days 40,000 users. And on each day, if we talk on each day, 2.8 thousand, that is 2,800 people coming on this website. So that is what we can get to see. And then event count. So event count, so what is event count? Event can be anything, so it can be a page view, it can be a viewing of promotion, or viewing a product item list, or user engagement, so user engaging on a product, or say he's scrolling the website, so that is also engagement. Then viewing an item, so that is the product on the website. And session chart, so session start is basically I open a tab, and I open a window and type the website URL, and I go to that website. So soon as I open that website, my session has started, and that session will last till the time I close the tab or the browser. So that is session start and end. So overall, if we talk about the session start over here, 50,000, what does this mean? This means that 50,000 times the browsers were opened and closed. So it is not one person, but it is this 94,000 people who have come up in the last 30 days. So that is what we can see over here. So in last 30 days, these were the different events that people did on the website. So it can be a page view or user engagement, anything. So that is all events. So whatever actions people take on the website are called as events. So that is the event counts. And then we have conversions by event name. So conversion can be anything, say like I am adding a product to the say cart, and then I'm adding the payment info, I'm beginning checkout, and then finally I'm purchasing the product. So first time I'm visiting a page, so like that 35,000 say people came, and they visited the page for the first time. So that is 35,000 number of people. Then over here, predicted top spenders. So this many people came, so Google analyzed from the history of the people who came to their website, and analyzed that from this 35,000 people, 10,000 people are predicted top spenders, so who would spend a lot on the website. So that we can see over here. Out of all these people, 2800 people added the product to the added the payment info. So that is for purchasing the product. So after adding the product to the cart, they added the payment info, they started the checkout, and then finally say 1100 finally purchased. So overall, when say 2800 people added the payment info, not everybody purchased the product, and out of which only 2500 people started to checkout process, and at the end how many people reached? That is only 1100 people. So this is what we get to know, that how many people are coming on our website, how many people are engaging with our website, then how many people are adding our products to the cart, how many people are beginning the checkout, and then adding the payment info, and then finally purchasing the product. So that is, we get to know that out of these many people, finally this is the funnel that we get to see, that from 10,000 predicted top spenders, only 1100 people purchase the product. That is what we can see over here. And then over here we can see the graphs related to insights. So insights is basically some more information about this, wherein we get to see some inside data about the expected value of the products. Over here we can see how many users are coming on each day, and that's it over here. So only the users, and this is the amount of say that this is the number of users that are coming, and this is the date. So date and the number of users, that is what we can see. This is the value of users. And the second column is Google organic drove the most conversion. So most of the people who came by searching from Google, see, that is the best thing, because the people who want to purchase something, they will go in Google and they will search for the product, and they will find the website, and then they will click on it, and then they will purchase the product. So this time when they did advertisements, then email marketing they had done, The people, of course, who knew the website directly, who came on the website. So out of all that things, major conversion was from Google, that is organic search. So that is 42,000 people purchased the product by who came from Google search engine. Then at the next stage, it is this is not mentioned, so it is not attributed over here. So it is say unlisted, so that is 24,400. So unlisted, unattributed means say means they were not able to find from where they might have come. So how is it possible that Google cannot find out? If they can find out all these things, then why they are not able to find this? That is because maybe the people are behind the firewall, or maybe they are using a VPN. Then in that case, it won't be possible to track the traffic coming from the exact location or from where they are coming. So that is what this is unattributable. And then this is Google CPC, so that is cost per click. That means search ads. So from search ads, the people who saw the ads in Google search and they clicked on it, from there 13,000 conversions happened, means purchase the product. And then over here, this is analytics support, so that is referral. So from people who saw the links on some another website, so from there this many traffic came. And then again, this is organic search. This is from the Baidu search engine, so that's a Chinese search engine from where people came and purchased the product. That is 2600 people. So that is what we can see over here. After that, the next thing is related to the insights, and where we can see the conversion. So over a period of time, say from here we can see 25th September, October, and then over here November we can see. And what are the conversions that we can see over here? Total 12,000 conversions that we can see over here. And in the last insight, we can see the transactions, so over a period of time, and the number of transactions that we can see. So this is the transactions, how much transactions happen. So it was around say 1,04,202 dollars of revenue was generated, collected by selling the products. And this is the over a period of time. Yeah. And then this is custom insights, so that is just the amount which they are talking about, 1,04,000 over here over a period of time. So that is again the same thing, revenues. So this is the dashboard where we can see what's going on our website. So that is pretty much about it. And then I go to the reports, and then I will get some more information on this. Mm, okay, reports are coming up. So yes, we have certain reports. So now over here we have life cycle report. So first one is say report snapshot. So that's again the same thing which we have seen in the dashboard, but some of the widgets are there, some of the widgets are not there. But that's it over here. So it's the same thing, that is report snapshot that we saw on the dashboard. Now this is the real-time report. So real-time report means right now as we are talking, how many people are there on the website. So it says that in last 30 to 30 minutes, say 120 users per minute are coming up online. And these are the bubbles that we can see from where the traffic is coming. So we can see from Pune there are 2 people, from Chennai there are 9, say Chennai it is users in 13 19 Chennai, and Pune too.
You want to say the users have touched the website?
Sorry.
You mean the users, those areas
Yeah.
have gone to the website?
Yeah, so right now people are there on the website from these locations. Right now as we are talking, this many users are there on the website right now. This is real time report.
So
So
even I'm seeing my website. I can see 126 users
yeah.
last 30
Okay.
30 minutes.
Okay. Okay, then it's good. So I mean, yes, so right now that many users are there on the website, so different users on the location from different places that we can see over here. And then we can see how many users are there from the desktop, that is maximum people from desktop, that is 62%, mobile 33%, and tablet 43%, that we can see over here. Yeah, like that. And then users by first user source, that is direct coming in. So first user coming from directly 28 users, Google 14 users. So like this we get to see from different sources how many people are coming up on the website and how many users are coming, that we can see. And then users by audience, so what type of audience did we have on the website? So all users 16, 116, that is 25% of the users. Say like these are all users 116. Then non-purchasers, so how many people did not purchase the product? So 116. Then how many recently active users? 80 users were active. Engaged users, so maybe browsing the website, going to the pages, viewing item list and all those things, so 34 users over here. Then likely 7-day purchase, so maybe they might have predicted that in 7 days how many people are going to purchase, so they have purchased, that is 23, that we can see over here. And then organic users, so that is from coming from the search engine, 16 over here. So this report will tell us about the audience, whether they purchased the product, they did not purchase the product, then how many people engaged with the website, and how many people were predicted to purchase, and then how many people came from this search, organic searches. And then over here again, predicted spenders 15, credit card selected card 12 people. How many people added to the product, added to the product to the cart? Say 11 of them. Then test segment, so this is some promotion which was carried out. And then this is added to cart and no purchase, so people added the product to the cart and they did not purchase, like that 7-1. And recently active users for women's, so women's product over here, there it was 6. And then Asia top spenders 4 users. Purchasers, how many people purchased it? Actually out of 112, 4 people purchased it. Then this is some campaign which was going on, campus collection category viewers, so some campaign going on, so that was added over here. So from there 2 people came. And then Android viewers, so how many people from Android? 2 people. And Canada purchase, how many people purchase from Canada? That is 1 over here. So like this we get to see the actions of the audiences, what they are doing on the website over here. And then view by page and screen, page title and screen. So over here we get to see on which page how many users are. So there are 81 pages. So we can see over here page title and the number of views, so that we can see for all 81 pages that people have seen. So yes, like this we get to see how many users are on which page, that we can see. So overall total is 53. And then event count, so different events, again like we saw on the dashboard, the same thing. But report is related to real time, right now what's happening on the website in last 30 minutes, that is the report. In dashboard we saw an overall report for 30 days, but over here we can see the report which is in real time, what's going on right now, that we can see. However, the reports will remain the same for ongoing life cycle. All these reports, the information will be same, but the duration time will be different. So here we can see view promotions, how many people have viewed the promotion, how many people have viewed the item list, that is the product list. Then how many people viewed the product pages, and how many people engaged, how many people scroll the pages, and how many people started the sessions, that all things we can see. So like that there are 18 pages. So how many people even clicked? So 20 people clicked. New engaged users 11, view cart 9 of them. So like this there are different events that people come and perform on the website. So view search results 7, select promotion 4, errors 3, and then this is some campaigns carried out, then predicted top spenders and remove from cart. So one person even removed the product from the cart. So like this we can see this report over here. And then finally conversion by event name. So first visit 48 users total came for the first time, and then predicted top spenders only one person. So that is what we can see. And on the second, so there are only two rows over here. And then user by property, so that there is no information about that particular parameter. So after that we have life cycle reports, wherein we get to see acquisition reports, where we see the acquisition overview. So how are we acquiring visitors on our website? So that report we can see over here. So we can see users total 88,000, in last 30 minutes 99 users. And this is the graph over here. So again we can see the same report over here: direct, organic, paid search, display advertising, cross network, emails and referrals. So like I said that this thing will remain the same throughout the reports, and just it will provide the information about how are we acquiring users on our website. So this is the acquisition report, and this is by first time users coming, so new users who are coming on the website for the first time. And this is sessions by session default. This is by session default group channel grouping. So from where, so maybe like directly coming, then organic search, or maybe social media marketing, or email marketing, or paid marketing, or from referrals coming from different websites. So that all things we can see over here. And when I click on traffic acquisition, we will get to see the full report, so that we can see for a particular duration. That all things we can see over here. So just let me click on this and see what information do we get. So we are seeing the traffic acquisition. So that when I click over here, so in acquisition, when I went to traffic acquisition, so it is taking me to traffic acquisition over here, for which we already have a separate report. And over here we can see session by session default channel grouping over period of time. So these are the different channels that we are talking about. These are the different group channels. So direct channel means people coming directly, organic search, email, paid search and referral. That is what we can see. And then over here we have a detailed report. There are total 11 different channel groupings. So that is what we can see. And here we can see some details over here: total how many users from different channels. So this is what we can see over here. Then total how many sessions. So these all users who came on the website, how many browsers opened and closed. So over here we can see sessions is 1,28,000 sessions. Now we can now there might be a question that how come 88,000 people who are coming on the website and sessions are so many. That is because, say like I might be browsing a website, and say by mistake I close the tab. Then I remembered something that okay, I have to find something, so again I will go to the website. So maybe a person will visit that website second time, but once the person closes that website, at that time the session ends. If he is going to the website again, then that's a new session. So for that reason, maybe say people might go to the website 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, like that we can see over here. So that is the reason. Over here we can see that this many number of users have opened this many sessions. So that is from directly how many total users and how many sessions. So everywhere we can see people have opened and closed the website multiple times. So that is what we can see over here. Everywhere we do not see the same. Over here it is very much near, but still it is not the same. So that is what we can see. And then engage sessions. So session engage session means a person is staying on the website for minimum 10 seconds, and he might be scrolling a website, scrolling the browser, scrolling the page over there, or he might have clicked on some of the link. So that is called as an engaged session. So where a person is taking some action. If I just open a page, say like I go open a browser and I click on Google. So now this is the page which has opened, but I did not click anything, I did not scroll anything. Then I close this, then it will be a bounce. So that is called a bounce rate. So bounce rate also would be coming up in the coming reports. So that is what we can see over here. And then average engagement time per session. So a person opening the browser, and he is visiting some website over here, and then he might be browsing few pages, and then he is closing the browser. So the time he is opening that website and closing that website, what is the average time that person is there on that website, that is this average engagement time per session. So that is 1 minute 33 seconds over here. From each and every channel we can see how much time a person is spending in each session. So the people who came from organic social, they stayed for a longer period of time, 2 minutes 4 seconds over here, 2 minutes 17 seconds, 2 minutes 46 seconds. So like this we can see the people coming on to the website, and maybe we have some more data over here. So yeah, I can see, yes. So this is engaged session per user. So previously it was overall engaged sessions, and over here we can see per session user. See over here 1.07. So maybe the people who came on the website, they open the browser multiple times, so 1.7 times, 1.07. So it's the average number. Of course I cannot open a browser for 1.07, but out of the total number of users who are opening and closing the browser, so that is the average time that we can see over here. So this is what is engaged sessions for each and every user from different channels. And then how many events per session. So if I'm opening a browser and I'm going to a website, and then how many events I am performing on that website. So events is basically the actions that I'm performing. So maybe I'm browsing that website, maybe I'm scrolling, so that is an event. First thing, I'm browsing a website, browsing a page, so that is the first event captured automatically as soon as the page was loaded. Then it was scroll, so that was the second event. Then I might have clicked on some of the link and went to different page. Over there I might have seen something, again scroll something. So like that, every session how many events happen. So approximately 25.08. So this is the total over here on an average, and this is for individual from each channel how much sessions occurred. So the maximum if we talk is 39.08, that is unassigned over here, and the second one is 38, no, over here 39.13. yes. So that is from email marketing. So like that we can just check that from which places how much engagement was there, how many events happened per session, and then what is the engagement rate. So this is good. Engagement rate is 61.92%. So 40% of the people might have bounce rate, so they just open, they did not take any action and close the browser. So that is, this is the engagement rate. And then overall event, total event counts, all events. So all events includes, it includes adding say payment info, adding shipping info, adding the product to cart, Android lovers, beginning checkout. Then this is from the campaign, some of the campaign which was run, they engaged over there. then maybe they might have clicked on various links and pages, then they have seen availed some discount values, they might have got some errors, they might have experimented something impressions, then they might have come for the first time, then they might be a new user. So like this there are various events that happen. So overall total events, so if I just want to see from here that how many people actually added the product to cart from different these all channels, so I can just click on this add to cart. So then I'll get to know that the people who came from directly 8,825 people added the product to cart, and like this from different channels people added the product to cart. After that I want to know that okay how many people actually began the checkout. So now we can see over here how many people began the checkout. So yeah, 2,900 people began the checkout. So like this we from different channels we can see how many people actually started the checkout, and then how many people added the product, and then I can just see how many people actually purchased the product. So then I can see that 2,659 people purchased the product, and these are the number of users from different channel who came on our website from these all places, they purchased the product. So I can get to know that which channel is working the best. So direct is something automated, I have no control over this. So if I know your website, I can directly type the website and I can come to your website, so you have no control over it. But the other things, say organic search, so that again is control, I mean our SEO is good, so for that reason people are coming from organic search. People are searching for keywords and then coming, so that is organic search. And then email, so if I'm doing newsletters to my subscribers, then from there also people are coming. So yes, like this say some things are controllable, some things are not controllable, but I would we will get to know that which channel is performing the best. So the ones which are not performing, I might want to work on them. Say like if referral is not working, let us see over here purchases. See from display advertisement, we did not the people who clicked on say 46% people clicked on display advertisement, but none of them purchased it. So then I should think that whether I should really do display advertising or not, so I should not do that. Then over here organic video, from there, so I mean of course we are not spending any money on organic thing, and I'm not getting any results, so that's fine, so this is okay. But the place where I'm taking some efforts, say like over here organic social, so on social media also I have done some SEO, and people have come over here. So at that time I can see that okay, this from organic social 35 people have come, I have done good SEO in social media also, so for that reason people are coming. Then unassigned, so we don't have control over it. Then referral, say 173, okay, so I can keep on promoting my website on various websites. Then paid search, I'm getting 45, so I mean it's okay if the value is good, the amount is generated, see $3,800 are generated, so if that is okay, then it's fine. Compared to others it's quite less, but still I should make sure that if I'm using paid search, I should optimize my content and check all the details that whatever I'm using, if I can modify some of the parameters in the ads, and if I can get some more results, then that should be done. So then I would have some more results over here, more purchases over here. So all this data that we are viewing will help us that how we can improve the website. What is the reason behind getting so much of complicated data over here? Main reason is that how we can improve, and which channels we need to improve, and what are the things that are going on in our website. So that is what we can see over here. So going back to acquisition overview, So we went by session default grouping, that is traffic acquisition we had went, and yeah, so this is session by Google Ads over here. So we are running different Google Ads. So I had mentioned that we are not using that campaign URL builder because we are using Google Analytics, which will track everything. So that is what over here we can see, that from how many people are coming, from which campaign, which ad group, which keywords people are using. So if I want to know the Google keywords, then over here I can see which are the keywords that people are searching and coming to the website. So these are the different keywords. So if I go to the whole ads campaign, then I'll get to know the keywords that people are using. So this is for, okay, so 10 results, let me see. Okay, there are only 18, so I'll keep 25. So I'll see all of them. Yeah, 18. So this is the keywords that people are searching on the website and coming and purchasing the products. So we can see how many users have this all keywords they have searched over here, and they might have seen the ad and they clicked on it and came to the website and purchased the product. So that is what we can see over here. So this is the keyword from where 519 users clicked on it. Then sessions, how many sessions appeared? So that is 811. So that many browsers opened and closed. Then engaged sessions 581. So that many engaged sessions were there. And then Google ad clicks. So out of that, how many over here, how many ads, how many times the ads was clicked? That is 623. So it's always the higher side, because maybe a person will click again and again. If that person is not finding the website, he is not remembering, he will search for the same keyword and again he will click on the ad. So that is what we can see, because maybe if the website URL is not say, I cannot remember that website URL, I will know that okay, last time I had searched for this keyword and I found that website. So now Google is already doing the advertisement, paid search ads they are already doing. So that person will search for that keyword, and then he'll find the same ad and then he'll click on it, and he will again come back to the website. So that is the reason when we see that the total number of users are 519, there were 623 ad clicks for the same keyword. That is because people open the browser again and they wanted to come to this website, but they did not knew how to come, so they came multiple times. So we can see over here approximately 80 and 20, 100. So 100, yeah, approximately 100 people over here clicked on the ad multiple times. So 2 times they have clicked. So that is what we can see over here for each and every keyword. People have searched and they have clicked on multiple times on the ads and they have come on the website. And of course, along with that we get to see the sessions. I mean, the sessions is not important to us, how many times they open the browser and close the browser. That I have nothing to do. I just want to know that okay, fine, how many users are coming, how many engaged sessions, so whether people are engaging on my website or not, that is important to me. And then of course, how many times people are clicking on my ads, so I get to know that okay, I'm wasting some money over here, but I mean, we don't have any control over it, because the same ad can be shown to the same user multiple times. So that is fine over here. So like this, different keywords and the number of users and the total number of browsers opened and closed, and the engaged session where people took some action, that is what we can see over here. Now over here we can see everywhere, some places we can see that it is less. So however, this place it is more, say 334 and 108. So the remaining, what happened to the remaining 225 people, 234 people who came on the website? They just opened the website and then they found that they they might have landed on this website by mistake, so they just closed the browser without even scrolling the website, so that went into a bounce rate. So that is what we get to see without taking any action. So there would definitely be an option to find the bounce rate as well. mm, yeah, let me just check over here. Yes, I can click on the edit comparison, and okay, over here all users, add new comparison, select a dimension, uh, mm, country United States, and over here add a new condition. mm, okay, I don't see the bounce rate, no problem. So that is not available, so it's okay. So I like this, you can use the custom also over here, that how many people from which country, from United States, how many users are coming, and what I want to include over here. Maybe I want to see something new. What is the payment type, or shipping tier, and page URL, or maybe something else like age and gender I want to see. So that also I can see that, okay, age, and then I can dimension value, so which age I want to know, that okay fine, how many were there from this particular age, and I'll click on OK, and then I'll say apply, and then that information will come up. So this is coming up, so now I'll close this, and over here we can see the orange one is the new report that we have added. Country includes United States, so this is the new which is coming up over here. So first one is all users, and from this keyword from country United States, we did not find any users over here. For this also, hoodies also, we did not find this over here. So everywhere we can see the reports are 00. So this condition is not matching, so maybe there might not be users for this age group, or from this United States. So I can just close it, and I can remove it. So then it's again back to default. So like this I can edit, and I edit comparison, and I can create a custom report also. I can add custom metrics also. So whatever metrics I want to track, I can track. I can provide some conditions over here, and I can use it. So this is for acquisition, user acquisition. That was acquisition overview, and now we are going to see the user acquisition, that is the first user default channel grouping. Okay, so first user channel grouping, so that is again coming the same thing from where the people are coming. So everywhere it is going to show the same thing, because overall acquisition we already saw. but that is the total overall acquisition overview, and this is the user acquisition for the first time who came on this website. In overview, it was the people who again also returning users also were there. So that is the difference that we can see over here. So this is the first time who users, and about their stats that we can see that okay, new users, how many new users, and how many engaged sessions, that is the browsers opened and closed, and then engagement rate that we can see over here, and then engagement sessions per user that we can see over here. So that's it over here. It's pretty much there's no more information about it. And then traffic acquisition we have already seen. From the acquisition overview, we have already seen the traffic acquisition, how people are coming from different places, and how many users are coming, and engagement and sessions, that all things we have already seen this. So this was about the acquisition. Then we have engagement report. So engagement overview, we get to see that how users are engaging with the website. So that is engagement time, engage session, users, sessions per user, and then average time, average engagement time per user per session, that we can see. So I can just see, I can just click on anything, and I'll get information about that over here. Yeah, and we can see the users in last 30 minutes also. So this real-time reports keeps on popping up on the right hand side, so we can get to see. So over here in engagement, we can see how many views. So views is basically the page views. So 5,60,000 page views happened, and this is for the duration from November 11. So this is not the, not the lifetime report, but this is of last 28 days. So we have a calendar from where we can just select the date range for which we require the report. So 28 days we can select custom report also. This year, last year, so last 12 months we want to see, you want to compare, that all things can be done. So usually we see for 28 to 30 days, so that's fine. I can just, that was the thing which was there. So yeah, I get to see that how many views were there and how many event count. 3.2 million event counts happened. So events is like viewing the promotions on the website, viewing the item list, so that is the list of products on the website. Then page views, how many page views happen, so again that is 5,60,000. Then user engagement, so engagement can be anything like a page view or a scroll or a click, or over here, that's also, that other thing only, the page views, scrolling and viewing an item. And first thing, of course, when they open the browser, that is the session start, when they are going to see the website. So that is the engagement. And then over here, these all users who are coming and viewing, so on which pages, so these are the page titles and the screen class. So that is the web page title. So over here for this particular page, we can see the title over here. This is analytics engagement overview. So that is the page title. So that is what we get to see, that okay, which are the exact pages where people came. So how many views occurred on which page, so how many times that page were viewed, that is what this report shows. Home page, 87,000, shopping cart 54,000, men's over here apparel, so that is 25,000. Then this is sales, so sales page over here 24,000. Pixels, super fans, that we can see 17,000. Again this over here apparels, for from Google merchandise store, so that is again for the clothes, 14,000. And new category, 13,000. So this metrics remains the same, figures keeps on changing. And this is in terms of graph that we can see over here. And then the stickiness, So stickiness is basically how people are sticking to the website, that is more engagement on the website over a period of time. So this is basically like weekly average users, then this is daily average users and monthly average users that we can see over here. So WAU is basically weekly average users, MAU monthly average users. So weekly average users by monthly average users, then daily average users by uh, weekly average users, and then daily average users by monthly average users. That is what we can see over here. That is the graph that we can see that how many people are engaging in the website. And then if I want to know that if so many events have occurred, say how many 3.2 million events had occurred, so what were the event names, so what exact events happen on the website, that I want to track, then I can just see what were those events. See over here we can see view promotion, so they might have viewed the promotion on the website. 6,76,000 events were for say view promotion. So this many times this event was viewed. Then 5,61,000 times view item list, so say the list of products that were displayed on the website, that was viewed for 5,61,000. Then page view, so from this item they might have clicked on any particular product and they had a page view of that, so that is 5,59,000. Then user engagement on a particular page by scrolling or clicking on that page, so that is user engagement. Then over here a particular scroll, only scroll, how many events, 2,68,000 the page was scrolled, that many number of times the page was scrolled. And yes, view item, that is viewing a particular product. And then session start, so how many browsers open, 1,26,000 browsers open, out of which how many were first time visits, so that is 76,000. New recent active users, so yeah, recently active users, but they were new, that is 66,000. So like this I get to see all the number of users from various events over here. And this is the total event count from the total number of users, and this is the event count per user. So this is what we can see over here, 15.81 for view promotion, 10.74. so each and every person had performed something or the other. So this is what we can see. So one user, say on an average a user have browsed 6.47 pages. Then user engagement, maybe some actions taken on the website, 8.28 times. So like this we can see event counts. And over here total revenue generated from a particular event. So total revenue generated was how much, 2,72,690. And that is not mentioned from which place. Okay, so it's we have 28, so yes, I'll make it 50. So now we'll get to know from where did this revenue generate. So that generated by purchase, so yes, of course that is the place from where the revenue can generate. So all the revenue was generated by purchasing a product from the website, that's it over here. So that is all event engagement that we get to see. Then finally conversion, so that is converting from uh, coming as a visitor and then performing some action and becoming a user or say subscriber or a affiliate or whatever it is. So various types of conversions from the people who came for the first time, this many conversions happened. The predicted top spenders, this many conversions happened. And over here total number of users, so this type of users which were there, predicted top spenders, from predicted top spenders there were 62,000 conversions. and the total number of predicted top spenders were 29,000. So 29,000 people, 29,786 people did a conversion of 62,000. So maybe one person might have done multiple conversions that we can see over here. So that is what we see. So this many users added the product to the cart, so that is added payment info, then began checkout. So this many times the conversion happened, so this many times the conversion event started, and that all things started by just 3465 users. That is what we can see. And then finally purchase, this many people actually purchase the product, and they might have purchased multiple conversions, and the revenue that is generated was $272,000. So this is the conversion part. Now over here, if you want to add some metrics, so apart from the event name, maybe you want to add something like demographics. You want to know the age or gender over here, then I can just click on age and gender. So if that data is available, we will get to know. See, for this there is unknown, but for first visit, yes. So here first visit 24 25 to 34. So most of the cases say we have 25 to 34, okay. And over here 25 to 34, this age group. So like this, if I want to add multiple I want to add something else, then I can even select this, and I can select, so I can select the gender. Then I'll get to see male female unknown, that we can see. You want to track something else, maybe general test, no, geography, country, that you want to know, then you can even get to see the country list. So see over here, United States, India. So how many predicted top spenders from which country, or first visit which country, United States, add payment info from which country, first visit again from which country, that we can see over here. So if you want to see by event name, then we can sort the data so that we see the same thing over here. So purchase from Canada and United States, and remaining first visits, and top predicted spenders that from different countries, that we can see over here. So like this, you can add whatever data you want over here. Say maybe page screens, then platform device. So maybe you want to see the device category that you want to see, or maybe device models you want to see, even you will get that information. Say initially we'll just select device models. So device category is mobile, desktop, mobile, desktop, mobile. So over here it is tablet. So desktop, mobile, or tablet, that information we get. And from which device category, how much revenue was generated, or how many users came from which particular platform, that we get to see. So that information is listed over here. After that, maybe I want to see something else. So I mean, various options are there: traffic source, time, geography, user lifetime, first visit, that is already there, traffic sources or time, platform, device. So device category we have language, then device models. I mean, this will be a big report. Yeah, see over here, purchase from Chrome, then Chromebook, then over here purchase from Pixel 6 Pro, from which devices it was purchased, that we can see over here. So these were the device models, so that we can see over here. So like this, we get to see whatever information we want, we can get to see. So if I don't want to see any extra data, I can just close it. So that is all conversion reports. Then we have pages and screens. So pages and screens is basically the pages, which pages had how many users, and the popularity basically, in terms of the pages, how many pages were viewed, how many times, that we can see, and how many users came on that pages, and then how many views per users, and then average time they spend on the page, and then what we have, how many events occurred, how many conversions occurred, and then finally how much revenue was collected. That all information we get to see in this report. So there are how much data we have, 484, so I can select 500. So 500 is not there, I can select 250. So yes, yeah, so now I have 250. So these are the pages on the website which were browsed. So we can see all these pages on the website. So these are all the titles. So like this we get to see, and then over here maybe we can just see the engagement time also of the user, how much time people stayed on the website for how long. And yes, again rest of the information that we can see over here, how many times each and every page was viewed. So basically I just get to see that which pages are popular and which pages are not popular. I can just filter out the data. I can just click on views and then it will filter the data, and then I can say that okay fine, which were the top pages that were viewed. So in the descending order we can just see like this over here, which pages over here. So descending order, so which pages are having the lowest views, that we can get to know. So like this 250 results we are seeing over here, and the highest one, that also we can see. So highest maybe home page, so that of course is always the home page. So like this we get to see the pages and conversions, the total number of users coming on to this page, total views per user. So this many users, how many views did people, these users view this page. So maybe 5 times. Over here this particular page maybe 2.35 times, 2.25 times, 1.34 times. So like this we get to see. And then engagement, how much time did they spend on the page. So that is what we can see. And then of course engagement, event counts, and the conversions, total number of conversions, and how much revenue was generated from which place, that we can see over here. So overall if we see, uh, yeah, so I can just filter out this information, revenues. Okay, so now it should come. Yes, from the checkout confirmation. Okay. Okay, so none of the pages are having that revenue information. Okay, so that is what we can see over here. That's it. These are the campaigns that were running. I am remarkable. Again over here I am remarkable. So these are the different campaigns that were run. Those were all Google campaigns. So like this we get to see the pages and screen, which pages of the website are more popular and how many people are visiting those websites. Then we have monetization overview. So monetization overview would be like the sales part, or the revenues that the website is earning, that we can see over here. So total revenue earned by the website is $2,73,000, and total purchases 2,300, first time purchases 2,300. So the overall purchase was done by new users only. That is what we can see. And average purchase revenue per user, $3, $3.08. So average purchase revenue per user, so 2,300 total purchasers, so that many users, and yeah, 3.0. So I mean this could be the only purchasers, but overall total users might be more. So this amount into the total users, and then it is average is 3.08. Okay, so there is no data for e-commerce purchase, item views by item, promotion name. There were no coupons which were used. So I mean, if we are using some coupons on some websites, then if coupons were used, then it will display over here, like the previous campaigns which we had seen on the previous page, that some campaigns were run, that is I am remarkable. So like that, if any coupon is also used, then it will show over here. If there were some promotional items, then it would display over here. And e-commerce purchase full list item, so that is not displayed over here, that information is not available. So right now, any which ways, if I just let you know about Google Analytics 4, right now it is under heavy development, and maybe what I see on my screen might differ compared to what you see on your screen. So it's absolutely fine, but yes, over a period of time, maybe say after next year, so from 2023, maybe March, April, everything should start to get streamlined, and hopefully say by January, February the things will start to roll on, because July is the deadline. July the new things will start to roll, and the previous analytics will stop collecting data. So that is what we have over here. And then let us see if we have any revenues generated by e-commerce purchases. Okay, yeah, so over here we can see there are 488 items, and e-commerce purchase, the yes, we can see, because this is an e-commerce website. Purchase to view rate, item revenue. Okay, yes, this is what we can see. So per item, how much revenue was collected. So this is one item, and per item how much revenue was collected, that we can see over here. Okay, and then starting with item view events, so how many times this particular item was viewed, then how many times that product was added to the cart, and then over here the cart to view rate percentage, and e-commerce purchases that we can see for a particular product item name, and then of course purchase to view rate, that is fine. And okay, over here let me scroll the other things. So this is the item purchased, so this many times this particular item was purchased, and what was the final revenue that was generated for each and every item, that is mentioned over here. So we can see 10 products, however there are 488 products which had sales. So that is what we can see. So related to the product, so how many product was these all products bought, the number of times, and the final revenue that was collected on each product, that is the information we can see in e-commerce purchasers. Then we have retention. So retention is how well we are satisfying our customers and keeping them coming back to our website. So new users 76,000 over a period of 28 days, returning users 11,000. So this is the users who are coming back on the website, so that we can see. So these people have visited our website more than once, so that is 11,000. And then over here user retention by cohort, so that we can see over here on an average each day how much we are how many groups we are retaining, that we can see over here. And then this is user engagement by cohort, so different groups. Okay, so that is the only graph only we are seeing, so I don't see the figures over here, so only graphs can be seen. So that's it over here. Then we have user demographic reports, so that is demographics overview. So that is age and gender, I'll get to see. By country you can see, you want to see by users, new users, returning users, you want to see, that you can see. So the number of users from different countries, and then over here we get to see by gender, by city. So this is users by gender, so 66.7% male and 33% female. So whether, let me see if I can see, so new users if I want to see, then new users 69.5% males and 30% females. Returning users, so that is 66% male and 34% females. That is what we can see over here, and this is all users. And then over here I can see the same thing over here also, new users, returning users and total users. And then from which cities we can see how many users are coming, that we can see over here. And this is the interest of the people, that is the different category of the people coming. So this is shoppers and value shoppers. From media and entertainment, that is movie lovers, 6,000 people. Then banking and finance, 5,900. Then home and gardening, do it yourself, 5,400. So like this we can see what was the interest of the people, and from those interest how many users came. That is what we can see over here. And then over here we can see the age group by graphs. Over here 25 to 34 is the age group which is the highest. Then 35 to 44, 18 to 24, 45 to 54, 55 to 64 and 65 plus. So we can see the age group, 20 18 to 24, 25 to 34 and 35 to 44. So basically from 18 to 34 we can see the maximum number of people. That is what we can see over here, and the least is 65 plus. And users by language, English, Chinese, Spanish, Korean. So English is the highest and Chinese is the second highest. Spanish is at the third number with 2300 users. And yeah, that's all about this overview, and let us see some demographic details. So users, new users, engage sessions, engagement rate, and over here engage session per user from different countries. So that information we get to see. Previously it was by the default channel grouping, and now we are seeing it by countries, users, new users, engage sessions. So there are 50 different countries from where we have this report. And apart from country, if you want to add one more parameter, maybe like city or something like that, you can, or maybe region, so you can even see if that is possible. So yes, you can see United States, California, United States, New York, Texas, Canada, Ontario, United States. Okay, so like this we can see all the countries and their cities from where these users are coming, and what engagement they are doing, that all things we can see over here. So you can select anything over here, region and cities and whatever it is, you can, we can check it from here. So yes, now we can see the cities over here. Previously it was regions, that was information about it over here. And then we have tech, so that is related to the devices. Let's see, tech overview. So users by platform. So platform is basically desktop, laptop, desktop laptop will come into one category, then mobile devices and tablets and their operating systems. So web desktop, web mobile, web tablet. Okay, okay, yeah. So we can see the operating systems, from which operating systems how many users are coming in the date range of 28 days. So from Android 30,000 users, Mac 21,000 users, Windows 20,000, iOS 12, Chrome OS 5.1 5,100, Linux 1,600. So like this we can even see more operating systems by clicking on it. So that is the information we get to see. And then this is a platform by device category. So device categories: desktop, mobile and tablet. So highest is desktop, then mobile 38,000, and tablet the lowest 4,300. I mean, people have stopped to use tablets because I mean people have we can see that the mobile devices nowadays are almost 6.6 inch, so which is almost like a tablet. So I mean, why do I need a tablet? So that is the only thing. So yes, that is the tablets is decreasing its popularity everywhere. And I think the manufacturing of the tablets might stop for I mean 7 inches. They might do some reformation, which I have just seen that they are creating bigger tablets with the keyboard, so people can use it like a desktop. So yeah, I mean that is what we have. So, I mean, it comes with a wireless keyboard and mouse. So this is what it is. And then users by browsers. So this is all related to the technical aspects, wherein Chrome browser was the highest, Safari with 12,000, Chrome with 70,000. Wow. Edge, I mean, nowadays nobody is using Microsoft Edge, 3,000, 2,000. Firefox 1,100. Android Web View. So Android Web View is basically browsing from the Android, but from a browser in the Android. So Android Web View. And then Samsung Internet. So this is Samsung's proprietary browser. And then Safari in app. Yeah. So like this by browsers we can see. And then users by device category. So 52% desktop, 42% mobile, and 4.8% tablets. That's it that we can see. And then over here we can see by screen resolutions. So now if I see by what screen resolution which all devices, now let me see if I want to see a particular device, mm, which model it is. So of course we will even get to see the models also. So here I don't see. So in the maybe in the tech details we might see. Okay, here we don't have the latest app overview and stability report. From device models we don't have. Okay. Yeah. So I go to tech details. So users by browser over a period of time. So again Safari, Edge, Chrome, Safari, Edge, Firefox. Okay. And yes, so now this has changed over here, and we can see the same headings over here, and their figures. Total number of users from the Chrome browser, and the new users from Chrome browser, engaged sessions from Chrome browser. So we get to see all these things from different browsers. So that is what we can see over here. So this is by the all technical details that we can see. So I mean, however, we are not going to use so much of data that is provided
Yeah.
in Google Analytics, but I mean, yeah, we can just explore all these reports that we have over here, and we can use it. And this is just purely for creating custom reports over here. And this is the advertising, from advertising how much, what is going on, all those things. And this is configuration. So configuration is basically if you are creating a new website, you are adding a new property, or that is a website, then you need to configure various things. So here you can go to admin has moved, go to admin. Okay. So yeah, I mean, you can set up various things like over here product links. You can link Google Ads over here. You can links ad manager, BigQuery, display and video ads. So this is of course a paid version, so we don't have access to this. Merchant center, yes, we have access to it. Play store, we have access to it. Search ads, we have. Search console, we have. Search ads 360, we don't have. Okay, so at least these all things we have over here, because instead of search ads and display and video ads, we are using Google ads that we have. This is for corporates, we they can use, so that's fine. I mean, in the next session we will see how to integrate all these products, all the information from these all links, how to add, and then how we can get the data. So now the today we saw the reports from Google Analytics, we got to see from Search Console, we got to see from Merchant Center, like that. And say some reports were from search ads, that report we got to see. But how did all those reports come up? So we will see how to integrate these all. So we can integrate one, then we can do 2 and 3 and 4. Yeah, 4 products we can link. The rest of the products we don't have access to, so we can access only the products we have access to. So that all things we'll see in the next session. So, and then of course we'll see how to create the custom reports also, and some part of advertising also is there. So that all things we'll be using. And yes, some part of tag manager, maybe we can integrate tag manager also. We have integrated Google Analytics with the website, with the help of Google Site Kit. But there is another method also of doing it, which people in corporates are preferring. For individual website, the method which I mentioned is the easiest and the safest method that we can do. But of course I'll show the other method also, how to integrate the code with our website. So there are total 3 methods. The first one, which is by the help of the code, that is not recommended at all, because that is the older version and we cannot do any customization over there. So if I want to add some functionality into the report, then I won't be able to do that. For that, we have to use Google Tag Manager. So we will see how to use Google Tag Manager in the next session. So yes, Google Analytics usually takes 2 sessions. So in the next session we would be completing Google Analytics. So alright, if you have any questions, you can let me know.
No, no, that's all.
Alright, sir. Then see you
Okay.
in the next session. Goodbye, good night.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good night.